All right, another episode of Stand Tall, January 3rd, and we are in the Art of War, chapter 6, verse 8. Hence, that general is skillful in attack whose opponent does not know what to defend, and he is skillful in defense whose opponent does not know what to attack. 9. O divine art of subtlety and secrecy. Through you we learn to be invisible, through inaudible, and hence we can hold the enemy's fate in our hands. Let's go over to an alternate translation for the Art of War and see what kind of insight we can glean from reading it differently. Master Sun says, so in the case of those who are skilled in the attack, their opponents do not know where to defend. In the case of those skilled in defense, their opponents do not know where to attack. Cao says that this means true information is not leaked. That's interesting. Lin says, when directives are carried out, people are sincerely loyal. Preparations for defense are firmly secured, and yet you are so subtle and secretive that you reveal no form. Opponents are unsure. Their intelligence is of no avail. Mei Yao Chen says, those good at attack do not divulge their operational secrets. Those good at defense prepare thoroughly without gaps. Master Sun says, be extremely subtle, even to the point of formlessness. Be extremely mysterious, even to the point of soundlessness. Thereby you can be the director of the opponent's fates. You're the director of the outcome. Du Mu says, the subtle is stillness, the mysterious is movement. Stillness is defense, movement is attack. Whether opponents live or die depends on you, so you are, though, the director of their fate. You are as though director of their fate. Du Yu says, this means being so subtle as to be imperceptible, and to be able to change suddenly, like a mysterious spirit. Mei Yao Chen says, formlessness means being so subtle and secret that no one can spy on you. Soundlessness means being so mysteriously swift that no one notices you. So you have to be quiet and swift. You have to be a ninja, right? You have to be able to move through without being seen or heard. Let's go over to January 3rd out of the Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hanselman. Today we are joined by a stink bug. Off. Oh my goodness. Silly bug. Be ruthless to the things that don't matter. How many have laid waste to your life when you weren't aware of what you were losing? How much was wasted in pointless grief, foolish joy, greedy desire, and social amusements? How little of your own was left to you? You will realize you are dying before your time. Seneca on the Brevity of Life 3.3b. One of the hardest things to do in life is to say no. To invitations, to requests, to obligations, to the stuff that everyone else is doing. Even harder is saying no, certain time-consuming emotions, anger, excitement, distraction, obsession, lust. None of the impulses feels like a big deal by itself, but run amok, they become a commitment like anything else. If you're not careful, these are precisely the impositions that will overwhelm and consume your life. Do you ever wonder how you can get some of your time back? How you can feel less busy? Start by learning the power of no, as in no thank you, and no I'm not going to get caught up in that, and no I just can't right now. It may hurt some feelings, it may turn people off, it may take some hard work, but the more you say no to the things that don't matter, the more you can say yes to the things that do. This will let you live and enjoy your life, the life that you want. All right, so be formless, be quiet, say no to those things, right? Say no to the work that doesn't need to be done. Say no to that impulse to do something that you shouldn't do. Say no to wasting time watching a rerun of something you've already seen before. Say no to watching the 3rd episode when you know you should be going to sleep. Say no to the 4th cookie. Say no to the 5th, hour of video gaming. There's things that we need to say no to, because these are things that, as Sun Tzu says, are not going to make us victorious. We're going to be distracted, and we're not going to be formless or invisible or quiet or swift. We're going to be slow and sluggish, and everyone's going to know where we are. And so that's why we study these, so that we can not do these things and stand tall.